What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and today we're going to be talking about the Easter promo for Madden 25. This is obviously the 2024 edition, not the older Madden 25. Like, you're actively in 2025, and EA Sports is still doing things that are shocking the community. So we're going to go over it, let you guys know what's going on. Many of you guys are at a loss for words because they actually only gave us one good card. We're going to go over that card, and we're going to talk about some of the possibilities that you guys may be able to get some stuff after the promo is completely done. So let's go ahead and get started really quickly and go through some of the things that have been going on within the game itself, and pretty much lay out what the promo was and what it is and why it's terrible. All right. So we're going to go and we're going to search the Sugar Rush promo, and we're going to start from the beginning and, run straight through it and let you guys understand, more or less what's happening. So everything that was predicted, everything that was actually leaked was absolutely true. That's all fine and well. Like I told you guys, the dude is usually pretty accurate with his leaks. EA Sports has sometimes made it look like he doesn't know what he's doing by interchanging some players, but ultimately he knows what's coming. So we're going to start off with Anthony Richardson. Some of you guys are asking, okay, G, is this card good? What's going on? Do you think that he's going to be somebody that's going to last in the game? The answer is no. And I'm going to tell you why. They could have easily just given him both of these for 0, because I believe Taysom Hill gets Truz. Well, no, I don't know if he gets Tank also. I know he gets Truz for 0, but it doesn't make any sense for this to be something that everybody was looking to get. Like I said, a lot of us are out here like, your kids are asking you, what you doing, Dad? Yo, I'm a grown man. I'm hunting eggs with EA. We put time into this and they gave us garbage. All right. And it's kind of weird because a lot of you guys are still actively on the game like I am and not paying attention to your family. But let's talk about that later. You know what I'm saying, bro? Let's focus in for what you're here for right now. And that's to find out what's going on. So this is another thing that I want to make sure that you guys are aware of. We have the thing where it says, currently 0 AP and will raise AP on April 22nd. Okay, for a lot of these abilities. Now, as we know, right, the Ring of Honor, they had the same exact verbiage, the same wording and everything like that, and it was never updated. I don't know if that's going to change with this situation. All right. I know that you guys might feel that it's something that EA will fix because it's like, they made a mistake the first time around. You will be surprised about the ineptitude of a lot of what goes on within this game. Okay, so there's a chance that this may not raise, but it could also raise. Like it's EA Sports, it's in the game, right? So I don't know what his value will be if it remains 0. The reason that his card is so cheap right now is because people are probably expecting the price, the AP, number to go up. You know what I'm saying? The value goes up because right now it's a bunch of zeros. But this is what's intended. That does not mean that it's actually going to happen. So if he were to get everything else and it remains 0 after April 22nd, it would make sense. We don't trust what EA writes. So it's going to be a situation where now you can try them out, you can have fun, see what's going on with them, and then you're going to have to promptly get rid of them once they start charging for the abilities, because then it becomes like, what are we doing? There is a chance though, and somebody brought it out. You see like how this row right here is actually charging for abilities? Because they did it like this is what they did with the other ones, with the Ring of Honor, and that's why we all knew that something was going to be up, because some of them were already charging, and it was like, all of these are going to be 0. So they may have it a similar way. It could be possible that they actually don't raise it. If they don't raise it, expect his value to go up from the 400K that it's currently at right now. When we look at some of the other players, now look, you're going to see that this is 110,000. There's a reason for that. Okay. And this was one of my eggs as well. The players that are at 100,000 and you see them at 99, they are not true 99s. They are going to actually reduce their overall on April 22nd. Now you can see based on the price, this is absolutely 100% going to happen. So these players will be reduced, which is why a lot of you guys are like, they may actually change the AP. You know what I'm saying? Because if they're going to have to make sure that they change this 99 down to a 95, and then there's some of them that are going to go down to 92, they're probably going to make sure they reset everything else as well. So make sure you pay attention to the prices, because it's not like it's a visual glitch. These players are being reduced overall wise on April 22nd. Okay, so this program overall, like even with all of this, is just nonsense. Because to give up whatever, to give a player a 99 for 2 days doesn't make any sense. So whoever is making the decisions, it's like, are we being serious? It's like, okay, so we're gonna have these guys in our lineup for 2 days and then get rid of them? At least it's different with the true limiteds, right? That you're gonna still be able to get discounted abilities, but they're not gonna change overall. This doesn't make any sense. So as you go through it, just make sure you recognize the price value, because it's not a visual glitch, it's actually real. EA Sports has actually done this. Now, another thing, with this guy right here, okay, he can actually be a player depending on what your system is that could be useful. He's probably, like I said, all of these abilities that he gets for 0, it's possible because of the fact that they're going to be lowering the overalls of the other cards, that this may not be 0. If you wanted to experiment, right, and get him and just wait to see what happens, he still may be valuable with just the 1 AP and the 0 AP mid zone. Okay, but if he gets all those other abilities for 0, his price is definitely gonna go up, because it's a lot of things that are 0 AP over there that he actually gets. Now, as you continue to go through it, you'll see some of the prices. AJ Hawk, right? Because you guys know I love Avalanche here at GmiasWorld. Like we love Avalanche, right? He probably would not be a good player to get, because he does not get like Enforcer Supreme or something like that for 0. It's really, really weird that they wouldn't give it to him. Like, I mean, you could probably use Enforcer, right? You could use that, but Enforcer Supreme not being available is gonna hurt his card and hurt his value. Because what happens is, if you gotta pay 1 for that, and you pay 2 for the middle linebacker, based on the overall usage of your AP, it doesn't really fit with a lot of what we're doing. So that could be a major problem. Now, the upside of it is that Enforcer is also something that you can utilize. The other Form Tackler and all the other extra pop, that's all garbage. So it depends on your AP usage, okay? Because right now, I would still say that Urlacher is the better player. Urlacher at middle linebacker is way better than this card. Just everything involved with it. So again, the price range and having that chance to force a fumble, that may be appealing, but just be aware, okay? You're gonna have to pay a lot more than you have to pay for Urlacher, because Urlacher gets 0 AP Enforcer Supreme with 1 AP Avalanche. Just to point that out, all right? Now, this guy is also a fake 99. I have him as well. Don't worry about it. Like I said, these cards are definitely going down in price. If you do want to quick sell it and get carrots and play around in the store and see if you could probably get Bruce Smith, who we're going to go ahead and end the video with, you could try it. Okay, you definitely could try it with this card. Now, I want to point out, I don't like the fact that they gave him Colossus for 3 and Larry Allen gets it for 2. That's stupid, because this is his natural position as opposed to an out of position player, but it's EA Sports. It's fine, okay? He is the best card right now that was dropped for the Easter promo, okay? Sugar Rush is done. He's the best card, right? Getting him for a decent value is going to be up to you guys. And like I said, even if he loses the abilities that he has and it goes up, those 2 abilities alone are going to be, pretty much clutch. And then you could just throw on inside stuff, which will definitely still be 0 after the 22nd, even with the rest of the upgrades and the way that it is. So it doesn't really matter. But he is by far the best card that's available, all right, in this entire thing right here. So if you wanted to, the 99s, the fake 99s are currently selling for like 11, 20 carats. You can play around with mystery baskets. They're still currently in the store, and possibly try to get one of this and then just go ahead and see what's good. You know what I'm saying, bro? Because that's ultimately all you can do. There is nothing else that's valuable, and I spent 2.4 for him. He's already down to 2.3. Okay, so let's wait to see how that works out. I would recommend that card, especially if you're running like a 3-down lineman set, 3-3 odd, any of them dollar. He's going to be a monster at that position. So keep that in mind as you go ahead and make your decision. The Kittle is not good. CeeDee Lamb gets double me, but he's completely garbage. He gets it for 1, and that's ultimately what the promo is. So you can decide which route you want to take with it, and pretty much go from there, see how that works. But again, if you want to get rid of the fake 99s now, you can. But even with what they, their value right now, it's like you'll get 5,500 carats for them, and then you can go play, play in the store a little bit, see what's going on. Oh, actually, I had another one right there. So you can get 66 6660 carats and see how that works out for you and go from there. Either way, they're not going to take it out of the store tomorrow, I don't think. So you could sleep on it, see how you feel about it, and pretty much go from there. Otherwise, we'll just wait for it to convert itself to coins and make some coins off that. So that's pretty much what I have for you guys right now. Hopefully you guys are enjoying Easter. Definitely happy holidays. Enjoy the holiday. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.